by the time she lived in that place. So it was something really interesting. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. They were speaking in Spanish in what way, or how was
No,
why?
she just speaks in English, but I think that the thing is that by the way, I'm not sure, but I think that if the how's that your main language, how can I can how do you your yeah since
Your main language?
his native language was Spanish. I think
Oh,
that she has like a similar accent that Mexican speaking in English. So I
okay.
felt that it helped me to understand all the words that she
Uh-huh.
was using.
It really helps. Exactly.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I think that it is that when you are talking to a person with a with that when you are listening to a Native American speaker or
Hmm.
English speaker. So yes,
The
I think that
accent.
it helped me. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a little bit of a. It's good. It's a little different because if you I mean, fortunately you have people, native people at work, which
yes,
is, it helps, right? That can actually help you get the idea. So I like, if you are listening to a person with a little bit of an accent, you should start taking notes on words that you don't know, because
ah,
that's
yes,
gonna help you with words and everything. So if you're at the bus and everything, like keep a notepad with you with new
yes.
words and everything.
I usually try to do it, but sometimes it's a little difficult.
Yeah, yeah, of course, as much as you can. I
Yeah.
remember when I was at your level, I used to do the same, but with songs. I was listening a song in repeat, and then I would press the button of 10 seconds and listen again. The 10 seconds and listen again. 10 seconds, listen again. And I was on the bus transcribing the song.
Yes, that's a really good way also to do
It's
that.
so useful. It's so useful. And the
So,
bus trip, like,
ah,
happens, like, yeah, you have the impression that it's faster because you can spend hours doing that activity. The same song, but just 10 seconds before, 10 seconds before, in order to understand the full song. And after doing that, magically, I memorized the song, you know,
yes,
which was really
yes.
cool.
I have tried also that, but only at home. Oh yes, yes, it's really. Yeah, I think that it's a really good way to improve your listening, and also you can discover new words, no, when you are doing that.
Right?
And I a few weeks ago I discovered that Spotify has the lyric in
Yes.
English and in Spanish.
You can translate them.
So that's really useful. You can maybe start transcripting the song, and then maybe you can check if you are
Exactly, you can verify if you are right.
yeah,
That was the second stop. Like, first is transcribing, and then when you're done with a segment, you go to the lyrics and match, and you see if you are correct or not, and
yes,
evaluate your
yourself.
accuracy. You can see, like, I 50% of it, 70% of it, I got it. And this section was difficult because of this. It's a very nice practice. It's a
Yes,
very nice practice.
yes, and there's a lot of ways to practice English, but the problem is that I usually prefer do any other thing.
Yeah, we should be spending more time doing that. That's why I try to insist on videos in the class.
Yes,
But yeah, because there's no time outside, so we need to spend the class doing this particular activity. But if you have time, you can do the same outside, and you can actually do it yourself.
yes, definitely.
So good. All right. I think Sylvani's here, but I don't know if she can speak. What's up, Sylvie? Are you there? You speak on the chat. Yeah, probably she's gonna speak on the chat. She's on her way. Okay, so let's do some yes but no. I can't speak. Don't worry. You're gonna be evaluating Isaac. Let's
Let's
go
see.
with you. So we're
Yeah.
gonna start with you, brother. 478. 478. We're going to go through the next line. Let's listen to it, okay?
In 1997, J.K. Rowling published Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. But most of our audience didn't actually read that book. In 1997, J.K. Rowling published Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. But most of our audience didn't actually read that book.
So what did she say?
In the second part now, I think that she said, but the most of her audience actually didn't read that book.
Okay. Didn't what?
Didn't read that book.
Be careful with your pronunciation. Is it read or
Yes.
read?
No, read because we have the auxiliary did it.
Perfect. So this is good, but we have a mistake. Can you spot
Okay.
it?
But the most of the no.
Sure.
Okay, but no, I can get. Maybe. Well, I'm not sure if it's her audience or the audience, but no,
If you change her for that,
mm-hmm.
there's no difference
Yeah.
because we're talking about a particular audience.
Okay, both are correct. Both.
Okay. If you don't spot it visually, let's spot it listen.
Okay, sure.
60 languages. Harry Potter sort of stuff. But most of our audience didn't actually read that book.
Did you catch it?
No, I think it's both most of her audience
Exactly.
without the article.
The article is extra. Why?
Yeah.
When you have
Most.
most, no, when you have most of,
Okay.
including the connector of, this phrase is actually together, as if you say this, for example, as a noun phrase.
Okay.
Most of her audience. Then we have an adverb, and then we have the verb. The word most has the same function as the, exactly.
But they should be together, no? Most of? No. Okay.
Yes. Most of her audience. Actually, we can consider this and we can separate it into an adjective phrase. We can say that this is her audience and this is an adjective. When you have the most, you will never have the connector of.
Okay.
Never. Okay? I honestly, I prefer to see it like this.
Most of her audience like a complete.
A phrase, because the connector of is the standard connector for nouns.
Mm-hmm.
So you will always talk about a noun phrase when you have an of, the connector of.
Okay, yes.
And if you don't have of, then you will have the most popular, the most incredible, the most impressive. You need an adjective.
Okay, yes.
Then that's a second reason why this is totally incorrect. It's the most plus an adjective. And then after that.
Okay. So, and well, I think that we are using of also because we are referring like a possessive note, like it's something that belongs to her. That's okay. Yes, I agree.
Precisely. Right? So that's why because of the connector of is not an adjective. We are not describing the most in this way.
Okay.
So let's go through the next. Okay, continue.
In 1997, J.K. Rowling published Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. But most of our audience didn't actually read that book. They read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or
Harry Potter.
I think that she said they read. They read. I don't get that. They read Harry Potter. No, I think that they read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Excellent. Pronunciation.
Sorcerer's? I don't know.
Yeah, we need to go through the dictionary. Wow, I need to include it in the dictionary, in the vocabulary. It's not here.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Separate. Syllable number one.
Sword.
Sword. Syllable number one. Sword. Syllable number two.
Okay. Saucer.
Again. Syllable number one. Organize.
Number one is soul.
So or sore. They are different.
Sword, no?
Sore, exactly, not so.
Sword.
So is a different thing. Sore. Now lock it and go to the next. Sorcerer, exactly.
Also.
Uses so.
It's
It's not O. Again. Let's go through the soundboard. Interactive soundboard. Pronunciation.
Or.
Okay.
Or.
Soul.
Exactly.
Soul.
Sore. Syllable number two.
Soul. Sir.
Sorcerer, and the final syllable.
Air.
Which takes us to.
Saucer. Air. Saucer.
Excellent. Sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Right?
Okay.
A sorcerer is a wizard.
Okay. A man with magic powers who helped by evil spirit. Okay.
The difference between a wizard and a sorcerer is that the sorcerer is held by evil spirits, and the wizard has white magic.
Okay.
Which talks a lot about the title of Harry Potter into different in the two eras, no? Because in one you can read that the stone is kind of evil, and the second one is like a philosopher. We don't know what we are talking about. So yeah, sorcerer. Give me the title. What did they read?
Harry Potter and the Saucer.
Again, it's not so.
Come on. It's O.
It's
Uh,
not O.
no?
What's that?
Oh, come on.
or,
Also, or,
Exactly. Or
sorcerer.
sorcerer. Very good. Confirmation.
Okay.
In 1997, J.K. Rowling published Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. But most of our audience didn't actually read that book. They read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
You read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
And the what?
This or sorcerer.
Sorcerer. Exactly.
Okay.
Sorcerer.
Stone.
Stone. Incomplete.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Observe the relation between the title, the original title,
In plural. So
plural.
no.
What do you mean plural?
And Harry Potter.
Uh-huh.
And this was no, I don't get it. Where is it incomplete? Read this
Find
user.
the relation between the original title and the other title that you read. What's the original title?
With the apostrophe. The
Exactly.
apostrophe.
Because we are talking about possession. It's whose
Okay.
stone are we talking about?
Come on. Sorceress.
Exactly. Sorcerer's stone.
Okay.
In the chat, Silvana is saying possessive, and I understood positive. So I read it correctly. No, yeah, but it's a possessive, the apostrophe is. Exactly.
She has the idea.
Yeah. She was right. Good. And then we have the titles in French and in Spanish, no?
In 1997, J.K. Rowling published Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. But most of our audience didn't actually read that book. They read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or
Harry Potter à l'école des sorciers,
I didn't know this guy was French.
Does he participate? Is he part of the box team?
Yeah, do you remember the video of the cell phones that are addictive?
Yes.
The voice in that video is him.
No, no, it's not.
And it's so cool, like you can, after you watch the videos, you start recognizing the boss. This is Just Fung, and this is this other guy, and this is this other guy. I am in love with Just Fung. I think Just Fung is so cute.
I don't remember.
Yeah, Just Fung is the one that is a Chinese one that appeared on the.
I think that we talk about the phonetic, something about phonetic, right?
That one is Just. Yes, that one is Just.
Okay, no, I don't remember her, but well, I remember that video, but I don't remember.
The face, no, the person. Yeah.
Yes.
That I really like the thing because you start hearing the different voices and you start understanding how different people speak about things. Like they have a certain personality. Like each video has a certain personality, and it's because it's a different person making the videos.
Okay, yes. So they do videos about the things that they are interested in, no?
Exactly for them.
Okay.
In the newest videos, I was watching the newest videos, the most recent ones, and then there were new voices, and I was like, who's this person, you know? And when they show up in camera, I was like,
Really?
hey, this girl is new, you know, and there are a couple of new people in the
Like,
staff.
yeah, the team is expanding,
Ah,
or maybe changing.
which I hope, yeah. I mean, they do it. Uh huh. It's a
Yeah.
pretty, it's a pretty interesting stuff. Wait, Silvana is saying in the chat. So in French, is the Harry Potter in the? Is it Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's School exactly? No, it's the
What?
Sorcerer's. Yeah, if you read the title in French,
If you translate it.
the Harry Potter and the School of Wizards,
Okay, okay.
which is in this case sorcerer. It translates to wizard, not to sorcerer. Sorcerer is evil.
Okay, okay.
So the title is about Hogwarts. It's not about the stone. It's so interesting. But okay, second part. Ah yes, in Spanish, no?
Harry Potter Basanga Jadu.
I have no idea what language is this.
Oh, yes, I was about to ask her.
Yeah, totally have no idea. Harry Potter, Basang, Jadu.
Harry Potter y la piedra filosofal.
From Spain. And then we got it. And Silvana says, and I thought I was like half in English. No, it's in. Because the verb have in French is without the accent. I think the accent gives another meaning. What I remember, I don't really know.
I don't know anything about Spanish.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not the
Silvana,
person to ask.
Silvana knows, but not. I think not much.
She was actually she said about the word "I" in this case.
Okay.
So I don't think it is half. No. But yeah, you know, French is a different thing. Let's continue with the next one. Isaac.
The bewitching Harry Potter books have reached readers in over 200 territories and over 60 languages.
Okay.
Oh, come on, no, I didn't get it. I only listen over. I know over. I don't know how many languages.
Okay. I don't know how many languages. Silvana said that you need to sing the part.
Yeah, no, I won't.
Come on, Silvana. It's enough. It's enough pressure.
Being the only student.
Exactly. He's gonna do the whole video by himself. Okay, one more time.
Yeah.
What's the first thing that we need to catch?
The verb.
Excellent.
The Harry Potter books have. The bewitching Harry Potter books have reached readers in over 200 territories and over 60 languages.
I think that the verbs have been read.
Close. The verb actually, yes, has the auxiliary have, but it's not big. Okay, one more time.
The bewitching Harry Potter books have reached readers in over 200 territories and over 60 languages.
No, they said writers.
If you understood I then it's writers. If you understood E, then it's readers.
And what is readers?
You are confusing the word.
Okay.
That doesn't exist. Readers doesn't exist.
Oh no, what's the word then?
I cannot tell you.
Oh,
I cannot tell you, but the phonetic goes that way. You are getting closer. Think about the context of the book. Think about what if we are talking about books. We are talking about people who read the book. How do you call it?
people who read it, readers?
Excellent. That sounds like readers, no?
Yes, I was adding a W at the beginning.
That's because the W doesn't sound.
Okay, yeah.
So you are adding a W just because you imagine the W, but the W doesn't have a sound.
Yes, actually, it doesn't. Yes, it is not in the phrase.
Exactly. It will never be in the phrase. Okay, so let's try again. Readers. If readers is a noun, and this is the word that you hear, then we can assume the type of verb that we need. Which one is it?
The type of verb that we need?
Yeah, the type of verb that we need.
I don't know. I think that if we have the word had, we need one in past participle or the type of verb.
The type of verb is not about the tense. I'm not talking about the tense of the verb or the form of the verb. I'm talking about the type, the class. How many classes of verb do exist?
That's the transitive and intransitive verbs.
Exactly. There are three. There are transitive, intransitive, and linking.
Okay, linking no, because we are not
Describing.
linking actually. Oh yes.
We are not describing, so we can eliminate linking. Very
Yeah.
good. And on the other side, we have the other two lines, transitive versus intransitive. What's the difference?
I don't remember that.
Read.
What is it? Transitive verb. Oh yes, transitive verbs. Those verbs that need an object. Example. What's the meaning of the translation of e?
For example.
For example,
For example.
I have used that in my emails, but actually I don't know the exact translation.
It's from Latin, and the Latin for that is actually the real translation is that is.
Okay. But
that is in Latin is id est.
Okay, I get it. That's why I never understood why. We're using
That's
that.
why.
Okay, those verbs that need an transitive verbs, those verbs that need an object. For example, like, love, hate, enjoy, and break. And intransitive verbs that don't need objects. Example, drive, sleep, room, eat, drink, watch, teach. Sometimes they can be both transitive and intransitive. Well, in this case, since we have the noun readers, I think that we need a transitive verb.
Ta-da! Then you can know that this is transitive. So you can discard all the other options. You can eliminate all the other options like go or play or all the verbs that don't need that information.
Yes.
And by that reason, we need, of course, a subject. You see how at the beginning it's usually blue, green, blue? It's very common. It's going to be like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's find it.
Okay.
The authorized translations came in 1997.
Potter
The bewitching Harry Potter books have reached readers in over 200 territories in over 60 languages.
Okay. I think that that part starts with the, and then I didn't understand the word, the beach.
The authorized translations
Oops.
Yeah.
There's something
It's
that
something.
starts with B, no?
Yes, yes, I didn't understand. The I don't know what Harry Potter books have
Mm-hmm.
have readers in over, I think, in over something. I don't remember the numbers.
If you say in over,
Mhm.
what type of phrase are we trying to catch later?
Um, Maybe I think that it's a number, no, but I don't remember the number.
But if it starts with in,
Oh, okay, a
what kind of phrase?
prepositional. Is it a
Ah,
prepositional phrase?
it's a prepositional phrase. Ta-da! That's very important to catch because if you again you hear an in, I can identify that we are talking about place and time, and this information is probably together.
Okay.
That's the usage of grouping words. And before you understood the sentence, you can identify different types of information.
Yes, and what? Well, it could be like a guide to understand what are you looking.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Let's try again.
Okay.
In 1997, J.K. Rowling, they read
Harry Potter
The bewitching Harry Potter books have reached readers in over 200 territories in over 60 languages.
I think that the verb is rich. Rich.
Very good. Reach. Conjugate.
Rich. Rich. It's in past, no? But I don't know how
Participle.
to. Yes, past participle. Like, is it they Harry Potter books have rich? Is it pronunciation
Pronunciation.
Richard? No,
Richard sounds strange.
rich.
Give me a second.
Reached.
Excellent. Uh-huh. That's correct. Do you know what is rich in this case?
Yes, that they spread around over the world, maybe.
Wrong.
No,
The action of reaching is to do this.
like
I'm
catch.
reaching. So. It's like
Okay.
stretching your arm in order
Uh-huh.
to grab something, in order to take something.
Okay.
And this, when you are talking about reaching, especially when you're talking about communication, you are talking about how many people heard a message.
Okay.
That's the
Yes.
usage of reach in this case.
Okay. Yes. I think I get it.
Good. You have the verb. Do you have anything else?
Oh yes. Readers. In over. I think that it's it's two how say 200 200 territories,
Okay. Yes. 200 territories.
and that's it.
That's it. You don't know the next information?
I'm not sure. I think that they repeat in over, no?
Aha.
But I was not sure if I imagine it or if it was real.
You didn't imagine it, brother. Obey your no trust. Trust your ears.
Okay.
Your ears know. Okay? Let's listen again.
The bewitching Harry Potter books have reached readers in over 200 territories in over 60 languages.
In over 200 territories, and in over 200 territories, in over I think 60 languages.
You are correct.
But there is not a word connecting those prepositional phrases, right?
That's precisely something that you can
Do with
know.
that. Uh-huh.
You can know when you have the knowledge that you have in this moment. You can say that when you have a preposition, you cannot connect two prepositions.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, you don't need a connector here.
Okay. Yes, but it sounds weird. But okay, yes, I get it.
It's not really. I want to check if it has a comma.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no comma.
Oh,
And the
yes.
word that you are missing is bewitching.
What what's that? Bewitching?
Silvana got it, but in past participle.
What
Bewitched.
and what's the meaning of that one?
Well, if you look at your vocabulary,
Uh, oh,
it's right here.
so bewitching. Pull a magic spell on somebody. Okay.
Right? Bewitching. A bewitching. Actually, it comes from the word witch, right? Which is a female a female sorcerer,
Okay.
right?
Yes. Yes.
And bewitch is a verb. Bewitch
Okay.
is a verb to put a magic spell on somebody. If something is bewitching, the subject produces the magic spell.
Okay. Yes. Oh, well, that's not. That's not a common verb, I think.
Well, kinda. Yes, in stories is very common.
Well, yes, actually, maybe in these kind of books. Yes.
Yeah, super, super, super common. That happens very often. So there you have it, brother. Bewitched in past participle, as Silvana said, that's a description too. Remember, there are two ways to transform a verb into a description. Using the past participle, like in passive voice, and using the ing, speaking about the person who produces something.
Okay. Yes.
You know? Therefore, complete idea, brother.
Be what was the word? The bewitcher? With witching? Bewitcher? What was the ending?
I don't know, you tell me. R is for nouns, ing is for adjectives.
Oh, it's an adjective, I think. The bewitching.
It's in the vocabulary.
And it's in the vocabulary.
You can speak now. So. And the bewitching Harry Potter books have reached readers in over 200 territories in over 60 languages.
job. Next idea.
No, yes. I'm tired.
Are you exhausted?
Let's continue. Yeah.
You can do this, you know, this is a piece of cake. Let's go.
In 1990, Harry Potter books have reached readers in over 200 territories in over 60 languages. The authorized translations came from separate publishing houses with little oversight from the author.
Okay. It was not too difficult, I think. Well, I just have part, but the authorized translations
Okay.
uh, came from separate, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. Did you say they at the beginning?
Yes, at the beginning, the authorized translations came. I think I heard that.
Then, if you say that, you are
Yeah.
not so incorrect, but it's not that. Phonetically matches,
Okay.
but it's not that.
It's not that.
I'm gonna give you
Okay.
a second shot.
Okay.
200 territories in over 60 languages. The authorized translations came from separate publishing houses with little oversight from the author.
No, I use the. No, no.
It's not the phonetic of the th. You know, the th is represented with this symbol, not this one. This one. This is the one that is right, the one that you are understanding. The second one, you say that is right?
Okay.
And you're right, but you shouldn't associate this sound with the sound the, because the is used with a different sound.
Okay.
So this particular sound is actually a little different, and it means a different word too.
Okay.
Okay, there should be a little phonetical difference here. So let's try one last time before the help.
Okay.
With 200 territories in over 60 languages. The authorized translations came from separate publishing houses with little oversight from the author.
Oh no, I understand that the authorized translations come from separate publishing houses.
Exactly.
With little something. I don't get the rest. And I think that the last word is author.
The last word is what?
Author.
Good. Pronunciation. You understood it, though your pronunciation is. It will need different.
Yes. Author also.
Don't make a change. It's not double phonetic. It's only one O.
Also.
O.
Oh.
Don't say O. O is different.
Author.
Author.
Okay.
Author. Exactly.
Okay. Yes,
Author.
I think that I'm trying to connect that spaces.
It's like you pronounce this one.
Author.
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 That sounds better.
Okay.
Author.
Author.
Yeah, because you see a double vowel, you make a natural ow. So you
Yeah.
need to disconnect that. That's
Okay.
not
Okay.
necessary. Other.
Author. Mm-hmm. And that's
You are
the
very close. You have very, very much information. With little.
I understand that, but well, I don't remember.
Okay. Then what do we do? What should we do in this case? I think we need to listen again. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try to find the rest of the information.
Okay.
Languages. The authorized translations came from separate publishing houses with little oversight from the author.
With little oversight
Exactly.
from the author.
From who again?
Sorry?
From who?
From. I think that we need to add the.
Exactly. That was my point. Because if you say from author, sounds incomplete.
Yes.
What is the pronunciation of the article in this case?
The.
Wrong. Remember, it's never the. Either it's the or the.
The.
When it's a vowel,
Mm-hmm.
you pronounce the.
The okay.
The author.
The other.
The author. Excellent.
Okay. The other.
All right. So the mysterious word.
Yes.
This word. The reason is not the.
Mm-hmm.
Is that we have. One of the reasons is the pronunciation, precisely. Authorized starts with a vowel.
Mm-hmm. Authorized.
It should be the. If we say the pronunciation in this case should be the, but our ears are telling us that the woman pronounced the.
Yes.
Therefore, for that minimum reason, that she didn't say the article.
Okay.
Because our ears is telling us that it's a different sound. There is a bigger reason here. And this is about context. Read the first idea about the bewitching Harry Potter books.
The bewitching Harry Potter books have reached readers in over 200 territories in over 60 languages.
In other words,
Okay.
how can you explain this line?
That using different words, I think that we could say that the Harry Potter books are really famous, and they
famous.
have been read. Yes.
By many people.
And they have.
Right?
They have been read for many people, yeah.
They have been read by many people.
All over the world.
All over the world. Do you think it's easy to distribute the same product to all the world?
No, because you need to make modifications so it can fit to the country.
Correct. Which is the premise to the premise of the video.
Yeah.
Right. This is an opposing idea. It's the opposite of what we were saying. It's very popular, but it was distributed from different people. There is another way to say but. And as you can see, if you analyze the missing word, this is technically a connector from idea number one and idea number two. Which connectors are connectors of ideas?
Mm, Connectors of ideas.
Or complex portions of information?
Is it in the slide?
Yes, it is.
Oh, really? uh,
What color are connectors?
like orange? I'm not sure if it is orange.
Wrong. Orange are adjectives. Right? Orange adjectives are here.
Oh, yes. Like yellow?
Yes.
Oh,
Connectors are yellow
okay.
every time. What's the name of a connector that connects portions of information?
Clauses?
From conjunctions.
Conjunctions? Okay.
Clauses and phrases are complex portions of information.
Okay.
And these portions of information are connected by conjunctions, such as if, unless, although, but, and or so, nor yet. And here is but. Remember that
Yes.
we said, no? The
Yes, we are.
video is a contrasting connector, a connector of contrast.
Mm-hmm.
Give me another connector of contrast that sounds similar to the.
Oh, no, I don't know. Although?
Excellent synonym of although that doesn't start with a.
Uh,
Come on, yes, you know.
really?
Similar to
No.
although. There are three: although, even though, and.
Although, even though. Yes, I remember. I know it. But
Yes, you know it. Silvana, help. Do you have it?
Like although, but with AL, like though.
Ta-da!
though,
No? Yes, of course. Listen to this.
though authorizes. Okay.
Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. But most of our audience didn't actually read that book. They read the bewitching Harry Potter books have reached readers in over 200 territories in over 60 languages. The authorized translations came.
Oh my god, you have the.
Sorry.
Nah, come on. That's impossible. I don't agree.
Sorry, my cat is working on the keyboard.
The
So,
chat.
yes.
Is your cat is like, ooh, you know? Come on, I don't agree. I strongly disagree with this.
No, but I agree with that.
Yeah, because everybody understood that from the beginning. Oh, hell no. Let me check. Harry Potter and the translation. And the translator's nightmare. I am so disappointed, eh? I am so strongly disappointed. What about the automatic subtitles?
To Japanese.
From separate publishing houses with over 60 languages. The authorized translation.
Automatically they get that too. Oh, teacher, no, very bad, eh? Very, 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 very bad. I strongly disagree. Totally. But there you have it. I was wrong. And we need to accept it. I need to accept it.
But are the subtitles correct all the time?
Not always, but
Yeah.
it's possible. The authorized translations. No, it's very possible too. I thought it was though because it's a contrasting idea.
Maybe, but maybe they are like separating them now. They are not like trying to contrast them, so they are just like a separate ideas. So that's
Uh-huh.
why they are starting with
Exactly, yeah.
with the article.
Sometimes it's not necessary to say that because authorized translations in general
Mm-hmm.
can
But
also
we
be
are,
possible.
but we are talking about Harry Potter books translations, no?
Which makes it necessary, especially because we have the adjective authorized. If you
Mm,
eliminate that,
yes,
that's
yeah,
probably
yes, that's more general, no?
exactly. Damn, I really thought it was though.
With the-
Honestly,
Oh,
I didn't check it.
no, it was interesting.
Very, very. But now you have this for the future. It's although, though, and even though the twins, conjunction
Okay,
twins.
yes, yes, I remember the other, but not that one.
Mhm. You can put it in the same family.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job, brother. Very, very good. We finished for today.
Oh, that's right. But Silvana just arrived and she wants to take the opportunity of
To
participating.
participate. Are you ready, Silvana? Do you want to do a last idea? Even though I don't know my videos?
She is in another room. She's not paying attention.
Ah, come on! I thought she was with you. Then let's keep it over here. Okay,
Okay, sure.
I'll see you then tomorrow, brother. Have a very good day.
Okay.
All right?
Do you want to?
Is Silvana there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want
Silvana, I want a cat. Yes.
Three or
Three?
only two?
Three cats? Only one, or I think they can give you three.
No, but
Yeah,
you need to be really patient with them.
I know. Yes, they are so tricky. Oh, my.
Here's the one that has been with me for weeks,
And is he
like a girl. You
like a Barbie? Oh, look at that little kid over there. He's bigger now.
yeah.
well, yeah, here is good.
Oh, no.
He's what? 7 months old?
Oh, 3 months.
Three. It's because the audio is crooked.
Oh,
Dude, he's so tiny and so young.
Yeah,
Which one are you not emotionally attached to?
with everyone.
You want to get rid of them?
No.
I cannot hear you. Get closer to the microphone. I cannot hear you at all.
The other two kittens are in my house and I give them milk. Well, I feed them for the last 2 months or something like that.
Wow.
They were two weeks old when I found it. So I'm pretty how do you say?
when you get close, how I say when you get close to somebody or something,
You can say close.
close. Okay.
Only close. You get close to it.
Them, but I know that I have to let them go because I can have them in